Like somebody was down here making a big mess. Oh yeah, that was me. I forgot. Yeah, right in the middle over here. So, I guess we'll start at the top here. By the way, this is a cool spot here back in the woods. The neighbor's field comes down over there. They got corn growing in it. Then down over here, there's a big ravine. I'll show you that in a minute. I'm trying to shape this up a little better. As you can see, you come down the hill and everything is sloped away, which isn't bad. There's a stump right there that I'd like to dig out and then cut a ditch in here, level it a little bit, move that material off to the side, kind of level that up a little bit. And I'll show you what it looks like from up here. Looks like I could clean up that dead tree. There's a couple of cherry, whatever they're called there. You know, them things there. Stump sprouts. There you go. So this is level, a level shot right here, looking straight out. And back there is where I was doing that long well road cleaning all that up. So I got that done. So I could take out these stump sprouts, kind of level this up here, start cutting this material on this side, and well, not using the topsoil, but if there's anything else not too deep I can use. Maybe start the ditch down here, get that stump out of there. Come down around the corner. This was really tight right here before. There was this birch was in here, way over here, and then a maple. I got those out of here. The maple I drug up the hill just to get that out of the way. So this sharp berm, when they cut this road in here years ago, they just left this sharp berm on here, and it's not real good dirt. And it came through like right, let's see, I'm trying to find out in here. So I cut that back, and I'm trying to, and this isn't very good material, but at least it's gonna give a little bit more road surface here before it drops off. And then I need to dig a ditch on this side. It's kind of like I guess it's like a powdery clay. I don't think it's gonna make very good surface on the road. Stone is nice. You can see here I'm down to the good clay. So this is the plan here. I'm gonna get a ditch on this side to catch the water, and they got a culvert at the bottom. So none of this was here. I did get some good clay right here, and I'm gonna push that down here to build this up a little bit. And yeah, there was just a small hole around the end of that culvert before, so there was nothing gathering the water. As soon as I started digging this out, the water started pouring out of the bank right there. So there's a I don't know if it's really a spring or it's just somewhere where the water's leaching through the bony part of the gravel there underneath the clay. So I widened all this out. You can see how much it drops off down there. Creek down there. Somebody's cutting case you couldn't figure that out, that those were chainsaws. If somebody's cutting trees down there. It's pretty cool. So the road was only like this wide before. So this, like I said, this isn't very good dirt, but it makes it feel a lot more comfortable driving through here. I'll have to see if he wants to open this up a little bit. I would probably take those small trees out right there and kind of have a nicer view down in there, or maybe over here where it was a little safer. The logs are nice. Yeah, look at that. It's like probably, I don't know, 50, 60 feet to this point, and I don't know, maybe 80 down there to the creek. Pretty wild. Gets pretty deep over there. So same thing here. I don't know, I would really, especially right here on this corner, I'd like to take this hemlock out right here. That's, oh my God, I just scared myself. Yeah, that, I don't know, I'd really like to cut that bank back and get a lot more gravel material to build up on top of that culvert there. So might take that one down. Ditch this, and definitely not taking that one out. Yeah, up here, I don't know, really not a whole lot we can do here. Pretty neat. So you can see the water just runs down this road. Looks like up here I could flatten this off a little bit and then get the water pitched off that way, like they call it a broad-based dip. It's where you have a low spot that's not as noticeable, where the water can get off there. So I could probably fix a lot of that issue right there, and this other part's just going to have to be how it is. So just fix it up as good as we can. The logs are nice. I think as I cut this side down, I can put some dirt over there against the logs a little bit more and kind of level this up a little bit more. So it's kind of a neat little spot. So we'll get to work. Thanks for watching Dirt Grease Outdoor Piece. Sometime I'm gonna do a live stream if I can figure out how to get that set up. We finally made it. As of right now, it's August 25th today, and we're over 1,000 subscribers. We met their other criteria for 4,000 watch hours in a year, so we finally made it. So we'll see how everything goes, and hopefully the channel keeps growing and keep making some interesting videos. And thank you everybody that's a loyal subscriber, watches the videos, and really appreciate it. Really appreciate getting to this point. It's been a long grind for me. It's been over 3 years for me to get to this point. So, but we made it. It's you know, they say a lot of things that come along that are, what did they say? That's not what they say. They say things that take time are worth more in the end, something like that. I don't know. It's Monday. I'm shot. Just get to work. See if I can cut a clip in of what it looked like before. Sloped away, which isn't bad. There's a stump right there. Pretty good. I'm not too nuts about this powdery stuff on top. I don't know if it's gonna get messy when it rains. I have a feeling that it's gonna take a few rains and dry spells for this to heal up a little bit and settle out. But I would much rather be angled towards the inside than it was angled to the outside before. Got a nice ditch here. It's just so, the angles are so awkward. It's hard to shape that up real nice, so it's just kind of rough right now, but I'm sure a good rain will kind of smooth things out a little bit. But that looks pretty good. Got this a lot wider than it was before. Now the ditch is right down in the clay. I actually hit some kind of gravelly type material in there. And then there's some clay mixed in there. So that looks pretty good. I wish that pipe was a little bit deeper, but it's okay for where it is. This is one of the farthest away trails, so it's not going to get used a ton, but a decent ditch there. I can track and blade that a little bit. I knocked the camera over at the end. It was actually close to going over the edge. The camera was sitting on that log right there, and it fell between them. You can see down in there. So I can track that a little bit, and then, well, it can peek up around the corner. I'm not gonna, probably not gonna video anymore for now, but we'll go see. Really nothing I can do here. You know, if there's, oh, I was gonna make that broad-based dip up there to divert the water. So this section here should be good. If there's anything that comes down this way, it should catch and go down there. This is such a neat section of woods right here. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of carve this in just a little bit, bank it that way just a little bit, so that anything that's trying to come down the road will shed off that way. And I think he's got some spots up around the corner there, but I don't think we're gonna make it up there today. But I appreciate you guys watching. Thank those that have watched till the end and enjoy the content. If you would do me a favor, go down there and hit that like and subscribe button. Share the video if you would take a second and do that. Clean these sticks up. And right now, if you want to support the channel more directly, you can watch the whole ad. That might put a few cents in my pocket. So yeah, that's just right now. That's really all I have to have you guys support me. You know, eventually, if the channel keeps expanding, get some t-shirts or sweatshirts made, something like that. I did have some patches made. A lot of people probably wouldn't care about having a patch on anything, but yeah, we'll see what happens with it. I hope everything is going good where you're at. Leave a comment down below on what you're working on and what area you are in and what the weather is like there. Weather's been great here. It's cooled off a little bit. On and off sprinkles here and there the last couple days, but it's been really dry, so it just soaks right in. Today it was exceptionally cool for what the weather has been lately. It was maybe low 60s this morning. I don't think it's really warmed up at all today. Not really got out of the 60s, I don't think. And there's something down there. Oh. I can't see it, but I think there was a deer jumping around in the creek down there. It might run up the hill on the other side there. So I'll give you guys some of the outdoor piece at the end here, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Got that broad-based dip put in, so now the water can come down here, and it's kind of flat right there, and the water should shed off to that side. At least keep a lot of it from running straight down the hill. So, oh, that's it.